Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the June Keys Penguin Habitat. My name is Michelle. I'm joined today with Kelly, and we are just finishing up on feeding our penguins their lunchtime meal. Now, we actually have 20 penguins here. They range in age from Gats, who is in front of me, who is just going to be turning a year old. Actually, he just turned a year old, up to our oldest penguin being 16. Now, a popular question that's often asked of us is, how come we don't have any ice around here? Where's all the ice? Well, these are actually temperate penguins, and what that simply means is that these penguins live in the same type of temperature that you and I do, that it's nice and warm sometimes, a little bit colder other times. These animals are found off the coast of South America, and we are very lucky to have these animals with us. Like I said, they range in age and personality types. We had a feeding earlier this morning, but now we're doing their lunchtime feed, and they'll get one more feed later on. Come on, Patsy, let's go. Come on. They get a mixture of herring and capelin. Some penguins prefer certain food types over others. Some will eat a little bit of both. Some will be capelin only, some will be herring only. It all depends on the personality type of the penguin. Patsy is one of my pickiest penguins. People often wonder what it's like feeding penguins. My answer to them is, if you've ever had a 3-year-old, it's a lot like that. If you notice, I can give Patsy a couple of fish options, and she'll either look at me like I've just given her the worst thing in the world, or she'll take it. Those two fish were not up to par. Each penguin eats its own food its own way. So this is Ludwig right here. And I don't like that one. Now, sometimes Ludwig will kick it into the water. Sometimes he will pick it up. I have to be careful because we do have seagulls around here that like to try to get a free meal. Now, we kind of look at penguins in the stages. So we just finished our breeding stage, and if you are aware of our website as well as explore.org, we actually have cameras that you can watch our penguins 24/7. We have a nursery cam, and we do have 3 chicks. They are in a temperature-controlled area, which I'm slowly kind of raising that temperature because pretty soon they're going to be doing little day trips out to the main exhibit into our back holding area. But that was the breeding time. Now we're into getting ready for molting time. Now this is Gats, and Gats, like I said, is our youngest penguin. If you notice, he looks really, really big right now, as well as his feathers are kind of a brownish color. Well, it's because he is going to be the first one that's going to molt. Now, this is not a fun time for a penguin. Penguins, let me see if Andy wants some food. All right, Andy got a herring. You want another? No, that's my hand. That was 5 perfectly good herring. But like I was saying, he's getting ready to go into his molt. And molt for penguins, it's known as a catastrophic molt or an explosive molt, because what's going to happen is his body swells up and then all of those feathers go off his body pretty much all at once. And so he's left with his downy feathers underneath. Well, this does not feel all that great to be a penguin at this point in his life. And this is Gat's first time of going through this molt. So you can just imagine what he's thinking. Whereas all of a sudden his body is swelling up, his feathers are about to come off, and he's just not feeling all that great. So what he can do, sometimes he can be a little naughty to other penguins, sometimes even to us. We try to make him as comfortable as possible, but if you notice, every time a new penguin comes up, he's kind of posturing at them. And that's normal. Luckily, we don't have all of our penguins go into molt all at the same time, because that could be a little problematic for cleaning, number one, because like I said, all these outer feathers come off. They'll go up on the deck, they'll go into the water, into our system, where we're constantly cleaning our system. But they also really do not enjoy life at this point. Now, lucky for Gats here, he doesn't like to go into the water because the feathers start to lose that waterproofing. So what we do is we have mister set up, and those hot days we'll actually turn on the mister so we can make him feel as comfortable as we possibly can. But I know he's in for a rude awakening when he figures out what's actually going on, huh, buddy? Yeah. Luckily, we work really closely with our animals, so if there's a spot where he can't get to, or his exhibit mates can't help or are not helping, we'll go ahead and help him groom to allow him to get all those feathers off. Well, it looks like our feeding time is done. They ate really well at breakfast. It's a little warm, so they're probably not going to be coming up very much right now. I would like to say thank you all for coming to the aquarium, because your admission does help us take care of all of our penguins. So for myself, Kelly, and all the 20 penguins here and our 3 chicks, we hope you enjoy your day here at the Aquarium of the Pacific, and we hope to see you again real soon.